This is love, this is life, this is good, this is great, this is all that we believe in. All the sun, all the tears, all the prayers, all the tears, we waited on it.
Hello!
Hola!
It is Monday,
Bank holiday Monday, and we've both not been working.
which meant we slept until 2.
Yeah. Put the blinds down, that was a mistake.
We're now going to Yo Sushi,
Blue Plate Monday.
Ben's first proper Yo Sushi experience.
That's not true, I've been, like, properly once before, like years and years ago.
But still, I'm excited, because it's Yo. And then Ben's surprise, which you know about.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
This is so, yeah.
Pretty much everyone knows about it apart from you.
Oh my god.
I've even told the world. I
I've
wrote
got
it in the
no
house.
inkling what it might be. Like, none at all.
I've told him it's quite a walk from Yo. And we need to set off.
Is it something at the assembly house?
Yes. I've just realised that we're really dark
Why are we
because
so
it's
dark?
covering. We're using your lenses, Samantha, but it's covering the sensor to say how light it is in the world right now. Meaning the focus is going to sleep.
You know, in pretty much every video I'm wearing the same outfit because Charlie always wants to video when we're walking and it's cold.
How is it on a walk? We have pets at home too. Okay, we're going to go. What do we do tonight, Ben?
We went to see Sister Act.
I'm leaving it all to you.
Okay. So we went to Yo Sushi.
They've got a new menu.
Which
the
I
bits
knew
are
about.
delicious.
Blue Mondays. Amazing. It's very fun eating there. And then Charlie took me on a little bit of a tour of the city.
Convoluted magical mystery tour.
Because it was a surprise that we were going to the theatre, and
Ben kept guessing theatre things.
But-
Like, let's go a different route away from theatres.
But I knew that Sister Act was on this week, but I assumed that it wouldn't be on tonight because it's Bank Holiday Monday. So when Charlie walked us to the theatre, I was like, oh my god, what is this? Like, is this like a one-off? Like, what is this? I worried a little bit. And then it turned out that we were going to see Sister Act, starring Alexandra Burke.
So Alexandra Burke did Bodyguard in London and then the tour, and Ben said pretty soon after we got together that he wanted to see the Bodyguard tour, which is in Norwich, because Alexandra Burke was in it, and we couldn't because it was sold out. Sorry, carry on.
So, yeah, Alexandra Burke, you know, I fangirl a little bit about her because I have such fond memories of watching her on the X Factor when I was younger. I think it was 2008. So
I think it was 2008, so I was about doing this.
Well, no, I think I was 18, so it was the year before I went to uni. And I remember there was a whole big thing in the media about how Beyonce was going to be on it, and she was with Alexandra Burke, and I was sitting at home with my parents watching it, and Beyonce and Alexandra Burke sang "Listen."
I'm sure you remember this performance because Mum had it on her Sky recordings forever, and we listened to it all the time.
And it was just, it gave me life. It was just, and I still listen to it, and it's amazing. And so got to see her sing, got to listen to her sing, and it was fabulous. And then we had drinks at the bar, at the theatre, and
So on the first night, they do opening night drinks at Norwich, where they give a voucher to every single cast, creative, team member to go and get a drink upstairs. And tonight was press night and opening night, obviously. So some of them come upstairs. Carry on.
and so some of them included Alexandra Burke, she's a bit of a dickhead, really. Like, I think she was surprised to find another fangirl because she'd already come out the stage door
And seen all the people.
and done that, and then she come to the bar for a drink with her friends, and then found me. But I met Alexandra Burke.
And you stroked her what?
I stroked her. I stroked her bulldog,
Which is called what?
Milo.
And stroked it more than once.
Yes, and it's such a cute dog. No,
I mean,
shouldn't
it's
talk about
ugly as
dogs.
hell, but it's cute.
No, it's a cute bull. It's a bulldog.
I wouldn't
But
want a
it's
bulldog,
Really
but,
cute. Really cute.
but she was with someone who looked
So
exactly
much like Will.i.am.
like so much that Ben said it. I didn't hear him. I said, "Is that Will.i.am?"
But then when he smiled and kind of,
Yeah,
you know, when he kind of put more expression on his face, you could tell that it wasn't him. But then every now and again, I would look over at him and think, oh my god, that's Will.i.am.
it was like dressed like him, had the glasses on. Obviously, was black.
Obviously.
But
Had the
yeah.
hat. Had a hat.
I was convinced it was him, and I was like, "Oh my god, Alexandra Burke, whatever." But Will.i.am, what?
I'm bouncing a lot in this video, you know.
No, you're not.
It's also very dark.
This happens when we walk home.
Mhm.
I often have clips in my videos where it's dark. Samantha, you can't see me because I am in the hallway.
Yes, I know. I've seen them.
And I'm in the flat, and I can't turn my lights on to take my coat off. But anyway, did you have a good night?
Yes, I did. I had a wonderful night.
Did you enjoy Sister Act?
I did enjoy Sister Act. Charlie kept saying it wasn't as good as the one he saw before.
It was good in its own rights, but I preferred the first one.
And there was a song missing, which Charlie kind of already warned me about, because there is a song that I know from the
Soundtrack.
soundtrack. Is it the Broadway or the West End?
West End.
The West End soundtrack,
And Broadway, but West End.
called "How I Got My Calling to the Lord," which is one of my favourite songs.
It's called How I Got My Calling.
How I Got My Calling, which is one of my favourite songs from the soundtrack.
It is really funny.
And there is a different song in its place,
Called It's Good to Be a Nun.
but you can still hear.
It's like the same sort of chords and music to different words. And I was saying to Ben as we walk home, I understand why we've done it because, of course, they can't sing a song all together because they haven't had their first choir lesson with Dolores to know how to sing together. So they shouldn't sound right in a song before a song. Because up until that point, when we'd seen them, they were singing out of tune the whole thing. Which is brilliant, but
Yeah, it works for the
Yeah.
story, but that song is such a good song. It's a very funny song, and
its replacement is shit.
yeah, it's not great.
Which is silhouette, see?
But then
Shadows.
you get "Raise Your Voice," which is insane.
I kept looking over to Ben, he had this little smile on the whole time.
And after "Raise Your Voice," I did a pretty big woo.
He did. He was wooing and clapping and very
Which
happy.
is not something that I do very often.
Sometimes when we see shows, so I have a problem with standing ovations where,
Everybody
Yes.
does it every single time.
yeah, the show was good, and I'd stand up if everyone stood up, but certain people stand up and everyone else doesn't. So we stand up because we can't see.
Yeah.
Which is no insult to the actors. Yes, it's a good show, but tonight they stood up and said to Ben, "Shall we stand up?" We went, "Yep."
But it
Whereas
was,
before this, people stand up and I say, "Shall we stand up?" And Ben goes, "If you want to."
but it was a very good curtain call. Like, she got her a white fox fur
And a white
Dress.
sequin dress.
and a white sequin dress.
After seeing a duck along the balcony.
Yeah.
She literally, so it was a balcony top, so she ran across it like this to try and get to where she needed to be, which was really funny. Mainly because I was waiting for the white sequin dress and the white fox fur, because there's so much missing costume-wise from the original tour, and the West End and the Broadway. And I was like, surely by God she's going to have her white sequin dress and her white fur. If not, what the fuck is this? But yeah, she had
But yeah,
it.
It was. They brought like big steps up, and
We can get very dark
it
now.
was- Yeah. It was a good curtain call.
And by the time you've seen this video, you would have seen the picture on Facebook of Ben with Miss Burke.
Yeah.
Ben and his Burke. Anyway, I'm going to go while it's dark. I'm back at work tomorrow and I'm wide awake, which isn't good because past
And
couple of nights I went to
off
sleep at
again.
3. Well, I went to sleep at like 6 and then 3, and now I'm wide awake because we've got 2 today. And Ben's going to have a day off and I'm very jealous.
Let me get my hair cut.
Need it. Anyway, see you later, Samantha. Good morning, Samantha. I haven't filmed since Monday, I don't think. Because this week's been a bit crazy. So, Tuesday I was at work, and then Tuesday night we had dinner with Ben at home and watched a Muppet movie. Wednesday I was off and I sort of chilled, and then went to rehearsals in the evening. Thursday I worked and then went to rehearsals in the evening. Friday I worked and then had the evening off, and then yesterday me and Ben were both off and invited Matt and Pat over for dinner. So that was Saturday. Sorry, I'm walking to work on a football day, so I'm checking there's no cars about to run me over. So yeah, we had a roast dinner and drank way too much. They didn't leave until about 4:30. Now I'm on my way to work for 10 o'clock in the morning. But luckily I turned on the dishwasher last night, which means one load is already done. There's just one more to do. So then, when I get home, I can just sort of blitz bits in and probably go to bed because I'm absolutely knackered. But Matt sent me a video last night because Ben and Pat were having the time of their lives dancing. And they were lifting each other and swinging each other around, and it was quite entertaining. So I'll see what that video is, and if it's got a bit that I think is in there, I'm going to put it into this clip. Just embarrassing. But anyway, so it's Sunday. I'm going to end this video here. Depending on how much I sleep tonight, I might edit and catch up. But who knows? So I shall see you next week.
I'm fucking waiting.